Only on CBS Mornings, we are revealing Oprah's newest book club selection. She said to us that this book changed her thinking. We sat down with Oprah and the author to talk about why she liked it so much. Here's that conversation. We are so excited. This is my excited face to have Oprah, as in Winfrey. There's only one in our studio, to announce her latest book club selection. Drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
All right,
It's
Oprah.
called
Winfrey, what is it?
Dream State by Eric Puchner. I am so happy to be able to announce this book.
I'm so excited to talk about this book because Dream State takes place over the course of 50 years in rural Montana. It follows a young bride who decides to leave her picture-perfect husband, that's in quotes, after falling in love with his best friend. What? Despite the betrayal, the three remain intertwined in each other's lives. Eric Puchner, we're happy to say, and Oprah is here. Good morning, good morning. Congratulations to you, Mr. Eric Puchner. And this is what I learned for the first time sitting here with you and Oprah, because I was saying, oh, I like your suit. She said, I picked out the suit to what?
Match the book cover.
Yes, one does. Do you approve?
I'm so honored. I can't believe it. I'm saying I've really made it now.
Now, I am always fascinated by Eric, by anything that involves betrayal, but certainly betrayal among best friends. So I was surprised that you would pick a book about betrayal about best friends. I love reading this kind of stuff.
Well, one of the reasons I really appreciated Dream State so much is because there's this point in everybody's life where you make a decision, and that decision changes the course of your life, right? And what if you had made the other decision? What if you'd chosen to marry the other guy? What if you had not married the person that you're with? Everybody, I think, at some point gets cold feet. I remember you telling me when you were many years ago, getting married, that your mother said,
How do I know?
How do I know? And your mother said, oh, you're just having cold feet. And so I think that this brings that story into full focus about what if you'd made another choice.
But the thing is, guys, this is more than just cold feet. She actually married the man and then ends up with his best friend. Eric, where does that story come from?
I think, Oprah, what you're saying about making a decision and possibly wondering if it was the right decision and then living the rest of your life thinking about this sort of ghost life that you could have lived, I think it's very seductive to think that life is elsewhere and to fall through the trapdoor of regret.
Yes.
I think.
Ooh, that's a good
But that doesn't mean
Isn't that good,
it
the
does not
trapdoor of
mean that
regret?
you would have been happier living this other life. You may have been just as happy, or you may have been less happy.
What it says is that we can make a decision and you can make happiness wherever you are.
Yes, I think part of that happiness is not falling through the trapdoor of regret and accepting that this is the decision I made and not dwelling on the other possibility.
And can I just say up front, your lovely wife is here watching us at this time. You have not fallen through the trapdoor of regret.
No.
And you and your wife are very happy. This is not a personal story for you.
Not at all in
And
that
she's
respect.
a novelist. Tell us her name.
Catherine Noel is
Yes.
a wonderful, wonderful
I want to read
novel.
Catherine's book, yeah.
Yes.
But, so this has nothing to do with your own marriage, because whenever I read these kind of books, I think, is it something they can relate to in their own personal lives?
One of the reasons why I, too, was drawn to the book Dream State is because it is in a dream state. It's set in the dream state of Montana, and I know that
Which is a character in the book.
Yes, which is its own character in the book. I've loved Montana since the river runs through it, I have to say.
Yeah. I mean, I adore Montana, and Catherine and I have been going to Montana for the past 25 years and staying at a particular house, which is a house that's in Catherine's family.
And that's the house that's in this story.
And it's the house it's not the actual house, but the house in Dream State is based on a real house that I adore.
Yeah, and I don't want to give the story away because right up until the end, you keep us guessing right up until the end, because I kept thinking, the book looks like it's about to end, but I still don't know the answer to fill in the question that I had during the whole book. How were you able to keep them still friends after 50 years? I was really fascinated by that.
I think friendship is really complicated, and I think that one thing I haven't read enough of in fiction are stories about male friendship. And so I was very interested in this male friendship. Charlie and Garrett, who are the two of the main characters, have been best friends since college, and they formed this powerful bond. And then there's this profound betrayal. And so I was fascinated by how that might play out over 50 years.
Yeah, I love this story because whether you're Gen Z or millennial or you're my generation, there's something for everyone. I was talking to your producer, who is of the Gen Z generation, who recently married, was saying that she related so much to the story. And I loved having the opportunity to talk to you about it.
I love the book, Eric. Congratulations. But before you go, I always like to know how people reacted when you got the call. Where were you?
I was in my office, which gets horrible cell reception, so I had to go out into my car. I was kind of grumbling about it because it's this kind of depressing parking lot at Hopkins, and I was sitting in my car, hunched over, and then I get this phone number comes up on the screen that I've never seen before, and I answer it, and it's Oprah Winfrey. And I was just so flabbergasted. I was astonished.
Yes. Not only that, but I get the books ahead of time. I get the reading proof copies, and I called you later to say, you know, I think there's a couple of errors here because you're telling the story and you're saying that he's this age, but at the wedding he was that age, and he goes,
You found errors in the book? Of course you did.
It was an early galley.
It's an early galley. He goes, okay, that's been corrected, Oprah.
Okay.
It's been corrected. Yes, thank you.
Good thing Oprah's on the case. Congratulations, Eric, and thank you,
very
Oprah.
much.
Dream State is on sale now. You can go to wherever you like to buy your books, but you can go to cbsmornings.com for a reader's guide and a free excerpt from the book, and get Eric Puchner's conversation with Oprah on the Oprah podcast, available now on YouTube or wherever you go to get your podcast. You can tell that Oprah was a good student in school. She's catching errors in the galley and pointing them out.
Right.
Hey,
It's a very good read.
Good habits, and sounds like a good book.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good.